Today we're going to go over the Zebra Mildliner Brush markers. Those are a little bit different than the chisel tips, and I'll show you in the video kind of the differences between the two. The colors, there were only 15 last year. Now there's 25 colors. It's caught up to the Mildliner Chisel. The new sets that came were the Refresh set and the Friendly set, and those would be the same corresponding colors that came in the chisel tip, but now they're in a brush tip. I'm Jenny from Jenny's Crayon Collection. I hope you guys find the coolest art supplies for whatever project you're doing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and never miss a video. So why do we need Mildliners that are in brush? There are so many reasons. These are really, really pretty colors. Now you can letter with them a lot easier, and you can color with them a lot easier. You can also use the brush tip for highlighting, though I would recommend the chisel tip for that. They also do come with a fine tip on one side also. That makes it super nice, so that way you can take notes, you can do whatever you want with those. I want to let you know that Zebra gave these to me. I saw them at Art Materials World and it was awesome. I picked up the 2 new sets. I'm super grateful they gave them to me because art materials are expensive and I'm glad I didn't have to spend the money for this. I would have done the video anyway, but it might not have been right away. I'll leave the link below so you guys can get these. They come in packs of 5, and then you can also get them individually, and Blick is a great option for that. You can get a pack of 15 and then like the 2 5 sets that come, or you could get a box of 50 Mildliners if you don't have the chisel tip ones already. There's a lot of different options. I'll leave the link below to the Mildliners on Blick so that way you guys can get those. They did come out with 5 new colors for the chisel set this year. I'm hoping that they'll eventually come over with the same ones for the brush because I'd love to be able to use them both. I feel like it's nice to have that chisel tip option and the brush tip option when you have a marker, and I love these markers. And let's get started. We are going to do the swatches for these. I was going to show you first the difference between the Mildliner, just the regular Mildliner, and these Mildliners. These are the brush and this is the regular. So first off, you can see right away that on this one the cap is clear and you can see the brush tip, so that would be very nice when you're using these. And then this also has a little brush cutout. Let's look at the tips real fast. On this side, this one has a chisel tip. These are both the summer green in both of the colors, so you can see that this one has a brush nib and that one has a chisel nib. This one's really good for like just highlighting stuff. This would be also good for highlighting stuff, but more like coloring or doing artistry or lettering would be a lot easier with that one. Make sure we put them on. On this side though, we have this same nib. Those are going to be the same. You can tell this one's a little bit more older because you can tell right here. Anyway, doesn't matter which one you put on which for this side. The next thing that we're going to look at, this is what they used to come in. So these are the colors that were originally available. Was 15 colors in the United States. There were 25 colors of the Mildliners, so they expanded them to have the same colors that are in the Mildliner highlighters, but now we have 5 more of these ones. I have a video on the brand new colors, so I don't know if they're going to expand those to the brush. It could be, and there might be more Mildliner colors coming next year because they released 6 more in Japan that they do not have here. So these are the original 15. These are all the colors you can see. I'm glad I got them all so I can do this video for you today. We will pull out the colors that are new. So these are all the new colors. I'm just going to read them off for you guys so you will know if you are trying to get the new brush markers for the Mildliners. If you really like the brush set and you already have the 15 set, or you already have 3 of the packs, you can get more. And I will leave a link below too, so you can get these. They come in either, I don't think they come in the 25 set yet. I think you can buy these individual packs, or you can buy the 50 Mildliners and that's a box, or you could buy these individually. So knowing the names would help. Dark gray, we've got lavender, cyan, summer green. These are some of my favorite ones, so I'm so glad they're in here. Citrus green, lemon yellow. I use these 3 in my planner, So I'm excited to have them in brush form. Apricot, coral pink, and this marigold, and this one is fuchsia. These ones are a little bit more saturated, I think, than these ones were. So I'm just going to pull these ones out since I have these ones in here. I don't have to pull out the random sets. So this is our sheet. I will leave the link below so you guys can get this. I also have this available. You can sign up for email, or I have a membership so you can get all of these when they come out and you can follow along. We're just going to start pulling this out. Fuchsia, we could do both lines. I don't really like the thin line as much. You could, on this chart, do the thin line a little bit, see how much, you know, it'd be accurate representation. But fuchsia, I did this because the brush markers you can also like color in them with. So I really wanted to see how the color comes together. And if you do circular sometimes, because people complain sometimes they're like markers, there's a lot of streaking, but look, if you color in a circular motion and go over it a few times, it looks good. So this one, we're going to practice our upstrokes and our downstrokes. That was not supposed to be, that was supposed to be an upstroke, not a downstroke. I don't know what I was doing there. There we go. So don't do it like I did at first. So you could also come over here and do something. I'm not going to do it. If you wanted to do something with it, you can. So let's just do the new colors first, and then we'll do the old ones. So marigold is next. I did this cute little chart for you guys. Hopefully you like it. It's a little bit different. I have another chart that you can practice lettering with too. And that one actually has the ABCs, and I'll leave a link for that one below. And that one's also available in my membership area on YouTube. Okay. I feel like I need to work on my upstrokes a little bit, but there you go. This one is coral pink. Oh, I should totally zoom in. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I forget these things. So like I said, I'm just, sometimes you go over it a few times, but it looks pretty good once you go over it. I might try coloring with these too. We'll see. I don't know if I will in this video, but the next one we have is apricots. It's over here. So you guys voted on this one. I also have the click art of these, which I will, they're like a companion. They're all Zebra products. So I'll do that one too. Cute. I love this chart. I did the same one for Kareen markers. I said it wrong before, but I did the same type of chart for that one. So the coverage is really good as long as you just kind of go over it a few times. You don't get a lot of streakiness. I mean, if you only go, sometimes when you only go over the highlighters one time, you will get some streakiness. But if you're just like filling it in, it looks like it doesn't. Citrus green. So if you have like more than one layer, it looks like it kind of gets rid of it, especially if you do this circular motion. And that's why I did that, so you guys can practice, especially with markers. Practicing that circular motion will help it so you don't get as much streakiness. There we go. These are so pretty for new colors. Our next one is summer green. It's up here. Like I said, I use this, the yellow and the blue, like all the time in my planner. They're like my go-to colors. So when I got the, well, last year I knew they were coming out with the new ones, but I couldn't tell you guys when I did my video for the Mildliners, because some of this stuff I learned at some of these fairs, I can't tell you until the company tells you first. Cyan. And so I knew they were coming out, but when I got the package, I was like, oh, I wish they already had the other colors because they're my favorite. I just love how bold they are. They're really pretty. And you can use, they pair well with the lighter ones too, so you can do some shading. Okay, and then we got lavender here. This is super pretty, isn't it? So I'm just like layering it a few times. And it really depends on the paper you're using. This is a smoother paper, so you really can layer it. But I noticed some tips aren't as good and will tear the paper when you layer, but these tips don't. So that's a definite plus. The fine tip Crayola ones were really messing with my paper the other day. Dark gray. I'm kind of obsessed with markers too because I feel like if you're coloring, they're like super easy. I like colored pencils, but they hurt my hands, so I don't like to color with them like all the time. I guess I could have done a gradient, but I didn't on this one. Okay, so up, down, up. So this is just complement your gray right there. So here are all the brand new colors. You can tell that there are a lot. These are the darker colors, the more vibrant colors than before they released more of like the highlighter colors. These are definitely some of the darker ones, and they pair well with the lighter colors too. You can do some nice layering effects with those. Now we are going to get into the 15 colors. So we'll have all of our 25 brush markers. This one is brown. Like I said, just kind of going over it a few times to really get that, filled in so you don't get that streakiness. And you just, the best way is just to practice. But like I said, the best way is to do this circular motion right here. And these fill in super nice and super quickly, probably faster than the chisel tip would. And that's why brush markers are so nice, because you can, it's almost like painting with a marker, which gets you into painting. And then you're like, I have the Kareen, I actually just bought them. They didn't give me all of them, and I was like, I really want to try. Well, the other day, Violet, I was doing something with the markers, and I was like, I really wish I had that color in the paint one. So I actually bought all of them, and they were kind of expensive, but I'm really excited. I'm going to show you those ones soon. So this is Violet. All the paint ones, but so now I'm starting to get a little bit into paint. So these say they're pigment based, I think it said. Maybe not on this. I think it was on their website. So it would be interesting to try these and see what the light fastness would be. Dark blue with a whole bunch. Like this would be comparable to like super tips. Except for, you know what's better about these than super tips? Is these ones are brush. And super, I feel like super tip needs to make theirs in a brush. I know I'm whispering. No one can hear. It's not like Crayola is sitting on the other side of the table right now. And they can still hear this video. Even if I whisper. They really need a brush. I feel like they have like super tips has so much potential. I feel like they don't even realize it. Smoke blue. If they just put a brush tip on their super tips, they would ultimately have like, ooh, I love this one. It's not really blue to me. I feel like it's more like a green, but I think it's really pretty. So we're just practicing our strokes. This is good so you can just practice lettering. Like I said, I did have an ABC one that you can blue download also. And it was a little bit off because the color palette is not like super big. So orange is next to blue, kind of, yeah. I tried to put the ones that were lighter in the middle. So it was more like this instead of like, you know, the white in the middle. Because the white, we didn't have a white with this one. Okay, the next one we have is blue-green. How pretty. These are just so pretty. I'm like singing how pretty they are. You can really see the difference in the layering of the two. That'll also give you an indication what it would be like if you colored with it versus if you were just doing lettering or highlighting green with these. Okay. Let's see. Our next one is yellow. This is my favorite, probably, highlighter, actual highlighter. On the other one, I ran out of this one and I had to go buy another one from Joanne, or was it Michael's? And I was like, I just need this one because it's a great yellow. You can't beat a great yellow highlighter. This one is gold. That's pretty. Our next one is going to be orange. That's also another very highlighty color. Next one is red. I actually have not used these as much as the mild. I use the Mildliners like every week. But I do more like bullet journaling with those. I have a bullet journal I write in it every week. I should just practice every day for a million with brush markers so I can get to know them and use them. I'm working on my lettering this year. So one of my goals for the year was to work on that. Pretty. We just have two more colors now. We've got magenta. And our last one is going to be pink. Oh, that one's pretty. This one is really good if you combine it like with other colors. Okay. Here are our 25 Zebra Brush markers. These are all the colors. I really feel, so before we didn't have these, we didn't have maybe that one and that one, and we didn't have the dark gray. So we really have a wider range of colors, a variety. It'll be nice if we got these in the, you know, now it's 11 more colors that the other Mildliners are coming in. I feel like it has a lot of a potential for coloring, for lettering. Well, even right now, it's just really fun to use. I feel like this palette is, you can do a lot of fun things with all of these colors. Which color is your favorite? I probably like the summer green. I love the yellow. And the pink is good for layering, like I said. And I don't know, they're all just fun. The gray is really nice to use just as shadows. But let me know which one is your favorite, and I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.